Welcome back to the Premier League Roundup series, the Premier League Countdown series, where I talk about every team as a West Ham fan up until the Premier League starts. And yeah, I am recording this on the 28th of July on a Friday. So if there's any news in between when you're seeing this on a Tuesday and in between this day, I didn't see it. We're talking about what a newly promoted team, their first time in the Premier League. They're known as the Hatters. Don't know why. Luton Town are in the Premier League. I wanted Luton to get promoted when I saw them in the playoffs. There was Sunderland, who I was to win out of that. I wanted to see them back. I wanted to see Sunderland back because they got 2 relegations. I wanted them to get back-to-back promotions. But if not, Luton. I know people that live in Luton. I wouldn't say it's the greatest place. But Luton as a club. Rob Edwards in charge. And from what I know, Luton haven't made that many signings. From what I know. I know they signed Taif Chong, which surprised me. But let's start with their manager. Their manager, this time last year, was the manager of Watford, which is Luton's biggest rivals. And you know what Luton are like. They say they're going to go in a different direction. You know, young and up and coming manager. They'll give them more time. He didn't get any time at all. He got sacked, and they employed Slaven Bilic, a former West Ham manager. Nathan Jones was manager of Luton. He obviously shit the bed again when he went to Southampton. And then Rob Edwards took charge and then got them promoted. Imagine how Watford fans must feel about that. Jesus Christ, they must hate their board. But listen, they've made the marvellous Nakamba transfer permanent, crucial part of their promotion. They've got big shithouses up front, by the way. If they go with that 5-3-2, Adebayo and Clinton Morris, big fucking shithouse. I think he's called Clinton. I could be wrong. Or maybe I'm thinking of Clinton Morrison. Is he called Clinton Morris? Hold on. I should be doing more research. I'm sorry. Yes, he is called Clinton Morris. I didn't just get confused with Clinton Morrison. Okay. But listen, they've got 2 big shithouses up front. Not only that, they've got a few former West Ham players. I don't know whether Henry Lansbury's still there. Dan Potts, though. Dan Potts, man. I remember this guy, Dan Allardyce. He played a couple of games. Sam Allardyce doesn't like young players. We had some old shithouse right and left backs. McCartney wasn't cutting it. Sometimes he got injured as well. Jerry O'Brien at left back, not all the time. We need a left footer. Put Dan Potts in, didn't get a chance. But we got his brother, Freddie Potts, who's just went out on loan, and his dad, Steve Potts, who's an icon at West Ham. So I was very happy to see that he scored the winning penalty in a penalty shootout. I watched the playoff final. It was pretty much like 2 teams that cancelled each other out, both playing the same formation. And Mpanzu, he was there, Pelly Roddick Mpanzu. Didn't end up playing for us, but he was in our academy. He's been at Luton all the way through their massive journey. And it is crucial that someone tweeted this, where Luton are doing smart business by buying ready-made transfer players for if they was to get relegated for the next season, they'd have a team that's ready to go back into the Championship. Luton actually can't play their first home game against, I think it's Burnley, because they're still rebuilding Kenilworth Road because they're still not eligible for the Premier League, which is kind of sad. I'm in 2 minds about Luton, I'll be honest with you. And the reason why I say this is that they could do like this Brentford, Nottingham Forest thing where you have a sick home record. Rely on your home record, you become hard to beat, and you survive that way. On the other hand, I do think you've just not got enough players in that are Premier League ready. Potts has played in the Premier League before, but it was years ago, and there was barely any appearances. Nakamba has obviously played in the Premier League. I don't know whether they've even made that goalkeeper thing permanent with Ethan Horvath from Nottingham Forest. I don't know whether he's been made permanent. I don't think he has. But listen, I generally think, well, to be fair, they've signed Issa Kabore as well. He's a youngster from Manchester City. And obviously, they haven't made the Cody Drama thing permanent because Leeds probably want him for their promotion. But listen, Luton fans, I have no clue what's going to happen with Luton. I'm struggling with a prediction for my future predictions video. And I'm generally excited, though, for what Luton could maybe do in the Premier League. I would like them to survive. I would like them to be a surprise package, not just because of the amount of West Ham players that are there, including Reece Burke, who I missed out. A prospect that probably should have made it. But still, I'm a bit struggling on where to predict Luton will finish. I'm excited. I'm excited because they've never been in the Premier League before, and I like it when clubs have a good rise, and they've never been in the Premier League, so they get a chance in the Premier League. I would like them to stay in the Premier League. It's going to be very hard for them. Listen, as soon as you get to the 35-point mark, the 32 at least, 32 to 35 points, you should be fine. Listen, if you get lucky, you might get 40 points, and you never know. They might just they might get mid-table. You never know with the Premier League. But I would like them to stay up. Luton fans, let me know in the comments your confidence if you're watching this. But yeah, make sure to leave a like on the video, guys. Unsubscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. And the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.